Hey Scorpio, hope you're all doing well. This is going to be a quick energy check-in for you, Scorpio, messages of guidance to see what Spirit has to say at this time. It is a general reading, so we'll see what comes up. The strongest messages will always come through. So take what resonates, Scorpio, and leave the rest. If it's not your story, please don't make it fit. Okay, so let's see. For Scorpio, this Cancer season and new moon, I feel like you've been thriving in this Cancer season and new moon, Scorpio. There's something about delving into the depths of the abyss of emotion that you are actually enjoying and not judging yourself for, not struggling through it. It feels like a lot of you are flowing through with the emotion, being able to sit in the emotion without letting it overwhelm you, releasing when you need to release, moving when you need to move. It feels like a very positive energy. So let's see for Scorpio collective, please and thank you. Spirit messages of guidance, love and light. Negative energy must leave the space now. And let's see for Scorpio. Queen of Swords. I just want to get all the cards, Scorpio, because they do tell a story. Okay. I feel like you are drawing boundaries here, Scorpio. For some of you, something has happened that was unexpected or shocking in your world, but it has come in as a divine intervention to change something, to shift something. It's major transformation. It's your card, Scorpio, the Tower moment, the Tower, which is a wake-up call. It is that lightning bolt of insight. It is also something that can happen in our physical environment that can affect or change the way we are living to an extreme extent, but also, just change our choices, change the way we are thinking about things. It is a wake-up call. It is an insight that has happened, or even a physical shocking event that has shaken your world up a little bit, Scorpio. But it has to do with your wish fulfillment. It has to do with what you are wanting out of life. It has to do with your emotional fulfillment as well. It has to do with self-love and overcoming this anxiety that you may have been feeling. You are finally seeing the light through the anxiety, Scorpio. I feel like the swords are coming down. You are not, stuck in your mind, overthinking, like you may have been in the previous, maybe in June. I'm getting May, June for some of you was a month of anxiety, maybe through financial strain, relationships, career, whatever it was. Something was causing a lot of anxiety, and you are feeling an inner peace now that you haven't felt in a long time. And it may be because the star moment has come in to confirm or to affirm this feeling you've been having about a situation, Scorpio. The white dove in this picture for me tells me that there is a newfound sense of inner peace, and the swords facing downwards instead of hanging over her head horizontally mean that they are, bringing in insight as well. So there's a lot of insight into the anxiety that you've been having, Scorpio. Drawing boundaries, card of Libra. So you could be dealing with a Libra here, but this is cutting through the bullshit. The Queen of Swords is not a cold energy. She just comes from a place of clarity. She comes from a place of, and when I say she, it's because it's the Queen of Swords, but it doesn't have to be a she. It's cutting through the fog, cutting through the illusion, and drawing very important boundaries, not only physical boundaries, Scorpio, but emotional boundaries, energetic boundaries, speaking the truth when you need to speak the truth, but in a respectful way, not bleeding onto others, but being very balanced and very clear and very logical, practical, and pragmatic about um, about how you communicate, because swords are about communication, swords are about thought energy, and it's exactly this energy that I'm getting, is that you are cutting through the anxiety, you're cutting through the noises or the thoughts in your mind that are telling you narratives that actually sabotage where you want to be and sabotage your wish fulfillment. And I know what that feels like. I am a Taurus, but that is the opposite sign to Scorpio. I know what it feels like to sabotage your own desires, wants, and needs because of, the self-talk, the negative self-talk, actually. And that is what is being cut through at the moment, Scorpio. I love that for you. Moving away from that energy at the bottom of the deck was the Six of Swords. So moving to calmer waters, moving away from the self-sabotage, because the Five of Swords is self-sabotage. So it's moving away from that energy. So that's even more confirmation. And that is about envisioning your future, Scorpio. God of Taurus here, the Empress, divine feminine. This is the flow that I was talking about earlier, is allowing yourself the surrender, allowing the trust, allowing the flow, and that's going to bring in your abundance. That is going to bring in your wish fulfillment, because you are in a space now where you feel deserving enough to receive. For a long while, you were not feeling deserving enough to receive your blessing, Scorpio. And it's what we all do to ourselves. There's a sense of unworthiness, there's a sense of shame, there's a sense of guilt or worthlessness that we carry subconsciously that tells the universe, we don't feel worthy enough to receive what is deserving and what should be coming our way. And so that is what can block abundance. Again, the white dove in this image is telling me that there's a certain kind of inner peace and wisdom and freedom that is coming from being in alignment with who you are, acceptance of who you are, surrendering into who you are, not trying to change it, not trying to please anyone, drawing boundaries with those that are trying to change you, and speaking your truth, Scorpio, speaking the truth that you know, because it is your truth. And also not forcing this on others as well. That's a beautiful energy. Anything else here for Scorpio? I just want to clarify what this Tau moment here is about for some of you. Again, it could be relationship, it could be career, it could be financial, but it's something significant that has caused this shift for you, Scorpio. Again, Taurus energy. So it could definitely be about stability, about security, and about feeling safe also in your nervous system, because the sense of groundedness, stability, security is the root energy, the root chakra, which is at the base of the spine. And it is about grounding into earth before floating away into your thoughts. It's about grounding into earth. It's about recognizing what makes you feel secure, what creates a sense of stability in your world. And that is what you were feeling was shaken up. And maybe, what that has brought an insight into for you, or an insight forth for you, is that your grounding, your own personal grounding, your own sense of stability, security, and self-worth is important, is really important. For some of you, this could have been a shakeup in your career. But whatever it was, it has pushed you into a direction towards your wish fulfillment. Maybe it was a decision that you were struggling to make because of the self-sabotage and because of the negative self-talk. But it needed to come in order to shake up your foundation physically so that you are able to move in the direction that you are being called to move into, Scorpio. So, very big Taurus energy here. Some of you could definitely be dealing with a Scorpio. You are going to be successful in the situation, Scorpio. There is going to be a sense of self victory, of insight, of awareness, of self-validation, and of feeling as though you have your ducks in a row. I was gonna say you're, keeping your shit together. Excuse the French. Okay, final card of guidance for my beautiful Scorpios, please and thank you. Yes, the sense of self-entrapment is being released, Scorpio. I do feel like the sense of self-entrapment is being released. Again, Six of Swords energy, that's a repeating message. Some of you could be traveling here, but this is about moving to calmer waters. It's saying goodbye. Those 5 crows are, the negative self-talk, the noise inside our mind that can sometimes distract from where we intend to go. And it's moving away from that, from these turbulent waters to calmer waters. It's releasing. It's acknowledging that, yes, these shadows exist. It's accepting them, and it's also integrating them into who you are, not rejecting them. Because the moment we reject, it actually compounds the thought process. It compounds the spiraling. It compounds the negative energy. Just with the energy of rejection, the moment we try to suppress or to reframe in a positive way when we aren't able to, it actually takes us deeper down into the shadow until the shadow is seen. So it's acknowledging those thoughts. It's acknowledging, yes, I do see myself in a certain way, and this is not self-serving, and reframing that and creating a sense of inner peace, Scorpio. That's beautiful energy. I hope that resonated for some of you. Again, it wouldn't have resonated for all, but if it did resonate and you'd like a deeper dive or a personal reading, my details are in the description box below. Sending you so much love. Until next time, Scorpio.